Hey everybody, hope you're healthy and you're doing okay. I'm hearing so many questions about, are we going to have a new wave of foreclosures like in 2006, 2008, or questions around is COVID-19 going to crash this housing market? So I just want to shoot this quick video, about the facts that we do know when comparing this strictly to the crash in 2008. So again, I simply want to state some facts to hopefully set your mind at ease. This is not a plea to go out by local governments for the sake of home ownership. I know there are a lot of people that are suffering right now, losing jobs, sick families, sick friends, and I hope that this video at least gives some positive light on our current housing situation versus that of 2008. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first, mortgage standards are nothing like they were back then. During the housing bubble, it was difficult to not get a mortgage. Today, it's very tough to qualify. The Mortgage Bankers Association releases a mortgage credit availability index, which is a summary measure which indicates the availability of mortgage credit at a point in time. The higher the index, the easier it is to get a mortgage. During the housing bubble, the index skyrocketed. Secondly, prices are not soaring out of control. The 6 years leading up to the housing crash in 2008 averaged an appreciation of 9.3% per year, with the highest being 12.5%. The 6 year stretch from 2014 to today has averaged 5.1% appreciation per year, which is still 2.5% higher than the normal 3.6% normal appreciation, but it's certainly not accelerating beyond control as it did in the early 2000s. Thirdly, we do not have a surplus of homes on the market. We have a shortage. The month supply of inventory needed to sustain a normal real estate market is approximately 6 months. Anything more than that is an overabundance and will cause prices to depreciate. Anything less than that is a shortage and will lead to a continued appreciation. In 2007, we had 8.2 months of inventory compared to today of 3.1 months. Fourth, houses became too expensive to buy. The affordability formula has 3 components: the price of the home, the wages earned by the purchaser, and the mortgage rate available at the time. 14 years ago, prices were high, wages were low, and mortgage rates were over 6%. Today, prices are still high. Wages, however, have increased, and the mortgage rate is about 3.5%. In 2006, the percent of median needed price to purchase a median priced home was 25.4%. Today, it's 15.5%. That means the average family pays less of their monthly income toward their mortgage payment than they did back then. 5, people are equity rich. They're not tapped out. In the run-up to the housing bubble, homeowners were using their homes as personal ATM machines. Many immediately withdrew their equity once it built up, and they learned their lesson in the process. Prices have risen nicely over the last few years, leading to over 50% of homes in the country having greater than 50% equity. But owners have not been tapping into it the last time, like in 05 and 07. 05 and 07, homeowners cashed out $824 billion worth of their equity. Compared to the last 3 years, equity cash out of $232 billion. During the crash, home values began to fall and sellers found themselves in a negative equity situation, which is where the amount of the mortgage they owned was greater than the value of their home. Some decided to walk away in 06 and 08 from their homes, and that led to a rash of distressed property listings, foreclosures, and short sales, which sold at huge discounts, thus lowering their value of their homes in the area. That should not happen today. Bottom line, these are not going to be easy times. However, the lessons learned from the last crisis have Americans better prepared to weather the financial storm. I hope this was helpful, informative. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a message. Thank you guys so much and have a great rest of the day.